Hey Sag, welcome to your reading. We are going to take a look at your past, present, and future energies to see how you can align with your higher self, your higher timeline. This is a general reading, so whenever you're coming across this, it is meant for you, but it is general, so take what resonates, leave the rest. You guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising signs as well. So in the past, we have cleanse and release, clear blocks, listen to your system, let energy flow. And we also have pause, respond versus react, observe your thoughts, and mindfulness. Okay, so yeah, in the past here, you could have been being asked to kind of purge, release things, clear your energy even. Some of you I'm getting like specifically, this could be food related for some of you. Obviously that's not going to be for all of you, and you'll know if that's for you. The current energy, we have the desire, or desire in general, heart's true desire, gratitude, address inner blocks, and we also have balance. It says all's connected, balance extremes, inner and outer. Okay, interesting. And what about the future energy for Sagittarius? I've been trying to just get one cards, but you guys are wanting two at a time. What about the future energy for Sag? What do we need to know about the future energy? Interesting, you guys got two again. We got ego with illusions, don't believe thoughts, inner stories, and befriend the ego. And you also got honor the journey, don't rush, experience life, respect others, and allow messes. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have inner darkness, hold safe space, knowing patterns, release versus feed. So I feel like some of you are kind of going through this process of releasing things at this time, like so you're trying to like kind of find this balance, find like ways to make things work or to get things to work in your life, or just like sort some things out here. In the past energy, we have pause, with cleanse and release. So let's clarify this with a tarot card. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there's kind of been, I'm getting almost kind of like negative energy or like self-sabotage. I feel like in the past you were maybe paying attention to like how things were making you feel. Like, did things feel good to be around, or did you feel like, even people, right? Like, did people feel good to be around, or you were getting kind of this like weird energy from them? And I feel like you've been asked in the past, or you've been looking at like, okay, are these things good for me? Are they not good for me? Like, what do I maybe need to let go of that's just not serving me? And trying to be mindful about it and not like overreact in certain situations, but just like let things go and release them and clear them as kind of like needed here. Definitely, I feel like you could be clearing blocks of self-sabotage or working even through situations where you have been just feeling like I don't know, maybe you've been avoiding things. We're going to get a little bit more on this with another tarot deck, but I feel like you've been having to really listen to like what's been feeling good and what hasn't. And anything that hasn't been feeling good, I feel like you've been working on releasing those things and kind of like surrendering those things, letting them go. Let's see what the current energy is here with balance and desire. I feel like you're maybe desiring something specific. Again, there's something of like looking at your inner blocks of like what's holding you back from obtaining this desire or going for this desire, going for what you want, but also not like going to, I almost get like maybe not being so impulsive, just being mindful of like, are you going about things the right way? Let me see. Because desire can be a good card, but it can also be kind of an interesting energy of like, almost like no, I don't want to say boundaries, but What is this balance and desire in the current energy for Sag? We have the Emperor. Yeah, so there's like a need for some control, some self-control here. I'm also getting like structure around how you're going about things or how you're going after your desires, right? Like, again, not being impulsive, like having a sense of control, knowing what you are going after. We have the King of Swords here at the bottom. So it's like knowing what you want. I feel like you do know what you want, but this knowing what you want and then creating a plan or a structure or a system of how you're going to go after it, being very much in like your masculine energy where you're taking action. Now with the balance being here, I feel like this isn't about only being in your masculine. We need the feminine as well. So we need to make sure that we're not taking this to an extreme and only being hardcore in our masculine energy, because we will or can burn ourselves out here. And then we have honor the journey with ego and ego illusions in the near future. I feel like your ego could be coming up to the surface in the near future, and you're having to embrace that a little bit. Like, don't be caught up and like, just like respect where you're at, right? Like honor where you are in the journey of things and allow it to be maybe messy. It doesn't need to look perfect, right? We have the Hanged Man here. So I feel like there's a lot of reflection in the near future. You could be taking another pause here. And I feel like if you're taking a pause, it's because you're trying to discern like what's meant for you versus like maybe your ego, like trying to make sense of your mind, especially because we have the Son of Swords, which would be the Knight of Swords here. So it's like, don't move too quickly and don't move too hastily. Like make sure that you're, yeah, just like taking your time. I feel like you might, again, there's something around rushing and like being mindful that you're not rushing things. Don't let your mind and your inner dialogue like run the show, especially if it's like negative or if it's impulsive. And even actually honor the journey says don't rush. So experience, like be with where you are at. And don't let your ego tell you stories that aren't true. But also don't try to push your ego away, because I feel like it's coming up for you to surrender, process, and just allow what's coming up to show you what wants to come up so that you can at some point release it, surrender it, let it go. So let's get a little more information here. What was going on in this past energy with the Seven of Swords, pause, cleanse, and release? What is this in the past for Sagittarius? We have the Four of Pentacles, Seven of Swords again, Eight of Cups, and we have the Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you maybe had to like there's something that made you pause. The Seven of Swords, whatever this is, illusion, deception, maybe feeling like, again, something's just off, something feels kind of tricky. I feel like, and again, even if this is like your own energy, you're seeing how you're maybe deceiving yourself. And the Four of Pentacles, I feel like, is this pause. It's like this holding back in order to be able to reflect on the path that you've been going down here, reflect on your journey, reflect on the situation. You could have definitely been doing like some sort of inner work here with the Hermit card, going on kind of this like spiritual journey, discovering yourself, just kind of like this soul journey that you've been processing things, you've been working through things in the past. And I feel like you're trying to change your direction with the Eight of Cups. And releasing things that no longer serve you, like shifting things, eclipsing things, right? There's a big eclipse on this one, in this deck. So I feel like you're trying to maybe even possibly rebuild. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. at the bottom of the deck. So you could be trying to rebuild your circumstances, or just, again, shift things so that they're more in alignment with where you are, where you're at. This could be in your money, your career. Some of you, I'm getting too, there's like things in your home or things that you own that you could be releasing and letting go of, like just like decluttering. And then I think I'd mentioned in the beginning, like there could be some stuff around like nutrition or food or something like that as well, like your health, that you could be cleansing, releasing, letting things go if you feel like it's not working well with your system. Like almost like sensitivity, or maybe even self-sabotaging behaviors when it comes to food or exercise or health in general. So let's see what this current energy is, because I feel like you've released these things. You've gone on this path. Now there's like new desires. There's new things. There's you wanting to take action in some way. So what is this Emperor with the balance and desire in the current energy for Sagittarius? Obviously, you're getting kind of like your fiery energy back. We have Temperance, which is you. That's your card. We have the Hierophant. The King of Pentacles. There's definitely this like structure. I got the King of Cups. Interesting. Or sorry, King of Swords. Which we had the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck when we pulled the Emperor. There's a lot of masculine energy here. And I feel like you're trying to alchemize things, right? Like usually with the Temperance, there's the blending of two cups. So it's like you're trying to bring things together here. I also feel like it's like highlighting that sense of balance as well. Interesting too, because with the King cards, there's always like this mirroring effect, like two people. Not that there's necessarily two, but I'm getting that two with the balance and the Temperance energy. It's like you're trying to walk a certain path here. There might be this desire to go towards what you really want, but also have some sense of structure and traditional way of doing things, like making sure that you've got maybe a plan, or maybe you're following someone's plan or beliefs, or but I do feel like there's a need for you to kind of like make sure you're implementing the feminine energy as well. Make sure you're resting, make sure you're nurturing yourself, nourishing yourself, looking after yourself in any ways that you need to do to slow down, to balance out this masculine doing energy. And it's okay to be yourself and also do things traditionally. Like you can have both. There can be that balance between I think some of you could be implementing like more masculine structures, like maybe into your business or into your day, like trying to follow routine a little bit more, or follow a set of beliefs or values, right? Like whatever you're believing in, it's like you doing this so that you can get to your desired outcome. But I feel like in this process, let me make sure that you have both, you're acknowledging both the traditional masculine way of doing things and also your desires and also your passions and your creative energy and all of these things. Like you can have both, you can do both. I'm gonna get one more here for this current energy. I'm gonna get one more card for this current energy. Yeah, Four of Swords, that rest, a recovery. I feel like you're still healing something. Three of Swords, even Temperance is a healing energy. So you could be healing something, working through something. And again, it's like making sure that you are making space and time to do things, but also be. And don't push that process. I see you putting structures in place, plans in place, maybe even like hierarchy, like, you know, like ordering things in a certain way. But also it's like doing what you value or being a part of what you value, or, you know what I mean? Like paying attention to those things that are important to you as well. So let's see what this this future energy is. With the Hanged Man, we have honor the journey, and we have ego illusions. What do we need to know? Interesting as well, I just realized actually, we have 2 and 2. Like balance is a 2 card, and so is desire. And I was talking about the 2s. So there's something here around like blending things, balance. If there's people in your life, making sure that you're on the same page as this person or these people. Clarify this future energy. We have the Magician. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Another knight here. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like there's going to be things to celebrate. I feel like there's excitement. I feel like there's passion, like the passion that you gain in the current energy, or that you have in the current energy. I feel like it's going to continue. I feel like this is like believing in yourself, believing in your power, but also not rushing. Like when we need to like slow down with the Knight of Pentacles here, I feel like this is also too like slowing down to celebrate your achievements, how far you've come, the things that you've accomplished. I'm also getting slowing down when you feel like you don't believe in yourself, or there's like these stories are starting to come up, like your ego starts to like show itself. I feel as though the advice here is to slow it down so that you can kind of recollect yourself and then get back on the horse and move forward. Like how can you shift your perspective when the ego starts to show itself, when you kind of hit these next levels, when you start to move through things. Because even the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So you're being called to stay focused, focus on the details, stay structured here. Like don't fall off the path. But with the Magician and the Queen of Wands, definitely believing in your magic, believing in your power, and pursuing, taking action on your passions, the things that you believe in and the things that you want. Like you're on a journey here, right? And so at times when we're on the journey, we do have to pause. You know, if we're on like a physical journey, it's like we have to pause, take some water, rest before we can move forward again, right? So it's like in order for us to be able to keep moving forward, we have to take these pauses. We have to continually reflect, recharge, regroup. But I see you moving forward because both of these knights are moving forward, like they're moving into the future. So I feel like there is movement. It's just like it might be really fast at times, and other times it might be really slow. And I think it's about not getting in your head, finding people who can support you with this 3 of Cups. But I also feel like there's going to be celebration, or a need to celebrate where you've been going on your journey, and the places that you've been, and the places that you've accomplished, and the things that you've overcome, right? Like celebrate those small wins throughout the journey. Like notice how far you've come. So I like this because this feels really good. But I feel like you're facing a lot of shadow aspects right now. And so you just need to be aware of when those things are coming up and give yourself space in order to process those things. But I see your desire, your passion coming back to life here. And yeah, don't be afraid to do things the way you want to do them. Like, make sure there's just the balance of like the way you want to do things and how you want your life to look, right? Like you can have things traditionally and your own unique way all in one. Like we don't have to be one way or the other, right? We can do things uniquely our own way. So that is what I have for you guys. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. Obviously, you guys can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign as well. If you are interested in any of my coaching, I do have all of that listed down below. You guys can check that out. You can also message me on Instagram, which is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. And otherwise, I also have my tarot membership, which is a monthly membership, and it's exclusive collective readings for that group there. So if that's something that interests you, you can check that out. It's the Soulful Circle Tarot membership. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.